Good evening. My name is Kathy Sargent. I'm very proud to be the director of the Sanford Regional Technical Center. I'd like to welcome you to the 2020 Recognition Night for SRTC. I'm so pleased that you could join us this evening to help and recognize our students. Our Recognition Night celebrates students who've completed our programs at SRTC. Some of them are preparing to graduate in a few short weeks or days, and some of them will continue their high school education after this year. However, all of these students have completed at least 350 hours of skill training this year and perhaps last year, and all have had the opportunity to explore and train for a career that may remain part of them for many years to come. Many have earned industry certifications or college credit in addition. I think it's safe to say that all of our students have had opportunities to learn things that challenge them and push their boundaries a little, particularly this year under the difficult circumstances that we've faced. It takes many hands for the work that we do every day to come together. One group of individuals who give of their time for the benefit of our students is our members of our program advisory committees. I'd like to thank those folks for their contributions to the programs here, the things that they do through judging competitions, hiring students, advising students, and mentoring students, as well as advising us on our programs are all very much appreciated. Thank you to all community members, parents, and students who serve on those PACs. I'd also like to thank the staff members of our partner school districts, certainly the superintendents, building administrators, and school counselors with whom we often have daily contact in terms of just monitoring students and supporting our students. However, we also appreciate all the district staff who played a part in the success of our students and getting them where they are today. Thank you to all those staff members for your role in the success of our students. I'd also like to thank the staff of SRTC. Putting together an event like this is a big job, and it's just one of the examples of the things that our staff does on behalf of students on a daily basis. I'm very thankful for the staff that we have and appreciate you very much. Finally, our SRTC families deserve many thanks for their efforts. Now more than ever, families have been essential in providing structure and encouragement to our students as they near graduation. Thank you to SRTC families for the support you have provided to get your students where they are today. You are appreciated. We are also proud to have two SRTC students who attend Massabesic High School to sing our national anthem. Amie Giles and Mia Skowronski are students in the Emergency Medical Services program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is now my pleasure to introduce Superintendent of the Sanford School Department, Matt Nelson, for opening greetings.
Good evening. I am proud to represent not only the Sanford School Department, but all of our superintendents and school committees of all of the sending schools to Sanford Regional Technical Center. Like everyone, we wish that we were able to celebrate and honor our students in person tonight. I want to start by, first of all, telling you how proud of you we are, and also I want to thank you for all of your hard work, your dedication, and all of your efforts through some very interesting times. For those of you in two-year programs, what an experience. Last year, we moved into our beautiful facility after the school year began. That was very challenging. And then just this year, as we were finding our groove, the pandemic struck and COVID-19 closed all of our school buildings. Distance learning is difficult, especially for career and technical education. One of the things that's always impressed me about SRTC are the bonds and the teamwork that I see demonstrated every day. And that's something that you just can't have through distance learning. Career and technical education teaches you a lot of things. It teaches you important skills. It teaches you how to be resilient, how to adapt, how to have a backup plan, how to have a plan B. I want to share a story with you. You may have already heard it, but I think it relates well to all of us, regardless of our age, position, or place in life. I think it really relates well to career and technical education in SRTC. Charles Plum, a U.S. Naval Academy graduate, was a jet pilot in Vietnam. After 75 combat missions, his plane was destroyed by a surface-to-air missile. Plum was ejected and parachuted into enemy hands. He was captured and spent 6 years in a Vietnamese prison. He survived the ordeal, and he now lectures on lessons learned from that experience. One day, when Plum and his wife were sitting in a restaurant, a man at another table came up and said, "You're Plum. You flew jet fighters in Vietnam from the aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk. You were shot down." "How in the world did you know that?" asked Plum. "I packed your parachute," the man replied. Plum gasped in surprise and gratitude. The man pumped his hand and said, "I guess it worked." Plum assured him, "It sure did. If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." Plum couldn't sleep that night thinking about the man. Plum says that he kept wondering what he might have looked like in a Navy uniform, a white hat, a bib in the back, and bell-bottom trousers. "I wonder how many times I might have seen him and not even said, 'Good morning, how are you?' Or anything, because you see, I was a fighter pilot and he was just a sailor." Plum thought of the many hours that the sailor had spent on a long wooden table in the bowels of a ship, carefully weaving the shrouds and folding the silks of each chute, holding in his hands each time the fate of someone he didn't even know. Now, Plum asks his audience, "Who's packing your parachute?" Everyone has someone who provides what they need to make it through the day. Plum also points out that he needed many kinds of parachutes when his plane was shot down over enemy territory. He needed his physical parachute, his mental parachute, his emotional parachute, and his spiritual parachute. He called on all of these supports before reaching safety. Sometimes in the daily challenges that life gives us, we miss what is really important. We may fail to say hello, please, or thank you, congratulate someone on something wonderful that has happened to them, give them a compliment, or just do something for no reason. So tonight, and as we go on from tonight, and as you go through your week, this month, this year, through other ceremonies, graduations, on to your next steps, your college and careers, don't ever lose sight of who is packing your parachute. I am sending you this as my way of thanking all of you for packing all of our parachutes and all the parachutes that you pack every single day. Thank you, and let's have a great night.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson, for those inspiring words. At SRTC, we are proud to have a thriving SkillsUSA chapter, which allows students to gain leadership skills and to hone their talents in their trade. Please welcome SRTC student and SkillsUSA officer, Lucille Utgard, to recognize students who are active in our SkillsUSA chapter.
Hi, my name is Lucy, and I'm your local and state officer for SkillsUSA. SkillsUSA is a student-run organization that promotes leadership training, skills development for CTE students through collaboration with industry and education. I want to take a few minutes to show appreciation to the students who were going to compete in the SkillsUSA main state conference, but were unable to. The following students put time and effort into practicing and going above and beyond to get ready to compete. Your efforts did not go unrecognized by your teachers and peers. The winners from SRTC are as the following: Precision Machining Technology, Bronze Medal Robert Chassie, Entrepreneurship, Silver Medal Jacob LaRoche, Hannah O'Neill, Jared Solowitz, James Vigue, Digital Cinema Production, Silver Medal Jonathan Vitale, Aiden Wood, CNC Milling Specialist, Golden Medal, Kelton Smith. Finally, thank you for all the support and look for more information about SkillsUSA next school year. Thank you.
Next, I'm pleased to welcome our Assistant Director, Mr. Mike Redmond, who will be presenting the scholarships this evening.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to present the 2020 SRTC scholarships. The SRTC scholarships are made possible by the generous donations of families, groups, and local businesses. We thank all of the donors for your tremendous support of the SRTC students and programs. The first scholarship that I'll present this evening is the Academy of Business Chamber of Commerce Scholarship. It is presented to a student for the completion of 2 years in the Academy of Business program and for an outstanding essay titled "The Importance of Business to be Involved in the Community." We have 2 recipients this year. The first is Anna Mahoney, Kennebunk High School. The second recipient is Hannah O'Neill, Noble High School. The next scholarship is the Culinary Arts Scholarship. It is presented to a student pursuing his or her education in the culinary arts. This year's recipient is Leela Sewell, York High School. The next scholarship is the Grahamtastic Connection Scholarship. It is presented to a student pursuing his or her education in computer technology. This year's recipient is Kiera Emerson, Kennebunk High School, Computer Network Systems. The next scholarship is the Leahy Fund Scholarship. It is presented to a student who has demonstrated commitment to fire science. We have 2 recipients this year. The first is Alex Belanger, Sanford High School, in the Fire Science program. The second recipient of the Leahy Fund Scholarship is Rebecca Boisvert, Noble High School, Emergency Medical Services. The next scholarship I'm presenting is the Maine Blue Collar Scholarship. It is presented to a motivated student pursuing his or her career in the trades. We have 4 recipients this year. The first is Colby Amadon, Noble High School, Engineering and Architectural Design. The second is Garrett Brown, Noble High School, Building Trades. The third recipient of the Maine Blue Collar Scholarship is Robert Chessie, Massabesic High School, Precision Manufacturing. And the fourth recipient is Bennett Kidwell, Kennebunk High School, Building Trades Program. The next scholarship I will present is the Melmac CTE Scholarship. It is presented to a student who has made a positive contribution to the school environment and has been accepted to a 4-year or 2-year college, apprenticeship, or certificate program. Congratulations goes to Marie Wood, Sanford High School, in the Engineering and Architectural Design program. The next scholarship is the Nassau College Alumni Association Scholarship. It is presented to a student based on secondary school accomplishments in a technical field, seriousness of purpose, and academic promise. This year we have 2 recipients. The first is Killian Campbell, Trape Academy, in the Engineering and Architectural Design program. The second recipient is Mia Skowronski, Massabesic High School, in the Emergency Medical Services program. The next scholarship I will present this evening is the SRTC Scholarship. It is presented to an outstanding student furthering his or her education in a technical area. There are 3 recipients this year. The first is Porter Bodkin, Sanford High School, in the Engineering and Applications in Robotics program. The second recipient is Elizabeth Gilmet, Sanford High School, in the Academy of Business. And the third recipient of the SRTC Scholarship is Jordan Morris, York High School, in the Law Enforcement program. The next scholarship presented this evening is the SkillsUSA Scholarship. It is presented to an outstanding student who has participated in SkillsUSA and is pursuing his or her education in a technical field. There are 2 recipients this year. The first is Frank Caniff, Kennebunk High School, Automotive Technology program. The second is Amie Giles, Massabesic High School, in the Emergency Medical Services program. The next scholarship I will present this evening is the Springville Village Car Wash Scholarship. It is presented to an outstanding student furthering his or her education in a technical field. The recipient this year is Ethan Ekman, Sanford High School, Automotive Technology. The final scholarship that I'll present this evening is the United Technologies Corporation Scholarship. It is presented to a student pursuing his or her education in the precision manufacturing or related trades field. There are 6 recipients this year. The first is Robert Chessie, Massabesic High School, Precision Manufacturing. The next recipient is Eric Crowley, Massabesic High School, Engineering and Architectural Design. The third recipient is Evan Frazier, Sanford High School, Precision Manufacturing. The next recipient is Jared Grondin, Noble High School, Engineering and Architectural Design program. The fifth recipient is Robert Pilecki, Noble High School, Engineering and Architectural Design. And the final recipient of the United Technologies Corporation Scholarship is Alan Stepolkowski, Sanford High School, Engineering and Architectural Design. Congratulations to all of the students who received scholarships, and thank you again to all of the wonderful scholarship donors. At this time, I would like to call our SRTC Student Services Counselor, Mrs. Deanna Farrell, to the podium to present the attendance awards.
Hey, I'm excited to recognize our students for awesome attendance. Wait, Mrs. Sargent, Mr. Redmond, should we be recognized students that literally, I'm looking at the list, they haven't shown up to school in months? Yeah? Okay, do it anyway. You're the bosses. In all seriousness, this time has been tough, not being able to see each other. I realize this is not what you signed up for, and definitely not how you pictured completing your SRTC program. I want you to know we're super proud of you, and I believe that the resilience that you've shown now is going to help you for what's coming next in your life. I want you also to remember that you're part of the SRTC family, so if you're struggling, please reach out to us. Hey, if you're also doing awesome, please come back and let us know that as well. So we're going to recognize students for awesome attendance, which means they've shown up every day when we were in session for an entire year of their experience. Isabel Allers, video production, Kennebunk. Colby Amadon, engineering and architectural design, Noble. Sebastian Beaupre, auto collision repair, Sanford. Garrett Brown, building trades, Noble. Francis Caniff, automotive technology, Kennebunk. Clovis Cormier, engineering and architectural design, Noble. Hunter Dobson, cosmetology, Sanford High. Noah Ernenwine, electrical wiring, York. Kara Fogarty, digital design, York. Hannah Grames, welding and metal fabrication, Massabesic. Jared Grondin, engineering and architectural design, Noble. Elizabeth Gilmet, Academy of Business, Sanford. Libby Hayden, auto collision repair, Noble. Kaylee Humphrey, early childhood education, Marshwood. Christopher Langley, welding and metal fabrication, Sanford. John Matlos, Academy of Business, Sanford. Ethan McAllister, welding and metal fabrication, Wells. Adam McLeod, precision manufacturing, Sanford. Austin Moore, emergency medical services, Marshwood. Brianna Oliveri, digital design, Sanford. Daniel Patterson, engineering applications with robotics, Sanford. Gregory Roberts, computer network systems, Massabesic High. Hannah Royce, early childhood education, Marshwood. And Alan Stipolkowski, engineering and architectural design, Sanford. Wait, there's more. The following students had wicked awesome attendance, which means they showed up every day for 2 years of their program. So we'd like to recognize Seth Bridges, engineering and architectural design, Noble. Scott Brown, welding and metal fabrication, Marshwood. And Elijah Perrin, precision manufacturing, Massabesic. Congratulations to you all. When we said that attendance matters at SRTC, you followed through. Next, I have the honor of paying tribute to someone who's been showing up every day for many, many years to dedicate themselves to the students and their future planning. We want to pay tribute to Mrs. Williams because she's been showing up every day, but next year she is going to pursue other dreams and opportunities that she has through retirement. Mrs. Williams, thank you. You've been my office mate, my confidant, my friend for many, many years, and we have many stories to tell. I cannot say enough about your passion, your devotion to our students. I know by being your neighbor all these years that you would be deep in data analysis, making sure SRTC looked its best, making sure everything was in line, and you would stop everything if a student was at your door or a staff member or a parent needed your help. You would stop anything to make them feel like they're the most important person right then and there. You would do anything to make sure that students knew what they were good at, what their skills are, and how to push forward and follow their dreams and obtain what they were looking for. And we're gonna miss you so much, but it's so deserved. I have a quote from a student that I just wanna read. Over the past 2 years at SRTC, Mrs. Williams has been my go-to person if I had anything I was uncertain about with my future. Resumes, NTH, career planning, and life after high school were some of her specialties. She truly is a jack or Jill of all trades. I am extremely fortunate to have been able to learn and grow with her. She will be dearly missed at the Sanford Regional Technical Center. And this is from a colleague. Sue Williams has been a guiding light for not only students, but parents and staff as well. Thank you for all the amazing work you have done with the students over the many years. You were instrumental in helping my introverts realize their potential and assist in their transition into the professional world. My students and families benefited from your expertise in financial aid and college applications and employment. Many students would have fallen through the cracks if not for the constant eye and concern that Ms. Williams diligently provided. She has always seen the best in all of my students and develops personal contact with these individuals, further cementing the purpose and success of each student while demonstrating her devotion. And I think that absolutely captures it. She's been devoted to students and making sure their future is set and ready for many years. And Mrs. Williams, you deserve what's coming next. Go follow your dreams and find your next self.
Susan Williams will definitely be a tough act to follow and impossible to replace. Thank you for that tribute, Mrs. Farrell. Now I also get to do something that makes me want to cry, introduce you to our Students of the Year. Each year, SRTC selects a Student of the Year chosen from among the seniors and program completers at SRTC. Students are nominated by SRTC staff, and the selection committee completes the daunting task of choosing just one nominee to represent SRTC. Each year, the nominees are outstanding. In fact, I often find myself wishing that I could have had their dedication, talents, and poise when I was in high school. Not to take anything away from our current Student of the Year, but I would prefer not to have to choose one. But this is a process that the state follows, and usually our Student of the Year is recognized statewide. This has been an unusual year for that. I do believe that all of these students are remarkable, and I would like to introduce you to this year's nominees. First is Alex Belanger. Alex is completing the fire science program and attends Sanford High School. In the words of his instructor, Captain Harold Smith, Alex is always willing to give a helping hand to his fellow students when they need assistance. It has been a true pleasure to watch this young man improve himself and never give up on his dreams while filling 2 essential jobs in this time of uncertainty and stress. Our next nominee is Killian Campbell, who attends Trape Academy and is a student in the SRTC Engineering and Architectural Design program. In the words of his instructor, Russ Clark, Killian is somewhat famous in class for diving into his work upon arrival, but always happy to stop and collaborate with others. He is very approachable and very well liked in class, a true team player, which is the sign of an awesome future engineer. Jeffrey Fosgate is a student in the Computer and Network Systems program. He attends Massabesic High School. His instructor, Frederick Gluck, says this about Jeffrey. Jeffrey showed me this year that he is always willing to push himself a bit harder to learn subject matter that he may not completely understand or that is new to him. This learning something new quality is critical in our industry, which changes and introduces new technology at a very rapid pace. Our next nominee is Holden Scott, who attends the Precision Manufacturing program at Massabesic High School. In the words of his instructor, Joseph Boldick, Holden is able to assist others, find information as needed, and be extremely helpful. He does so politely and treats people with respect. Holden has had several jobs, including the family firewood business, work at Maine Industrial Hardware, and is currently employed at a manufacturing facility in Springvale through his SRTC Extended Learning Opportunity. Mia Skowronski from the Emergency Medical Services Program and Massabesic High School is our next nominee. In the words of her instructor, paramedic Wendy Elliott, as I consider all of the criteria for outstanding student, Mia meets every one of them. She is a very mature, intelligent, thoughtful young woman with the goal of becoming a doctor. She will be attending the University of Vermont this fall. On her way there, she hopes to get licensed as an EMT with the plan of joining the university's EMS group to refine her patient assessment and management skills. Jared Slowick is our next nominee. He is from Sanford High School and attends the Academy of Business. Academy of Business instructor Susan Lamoureux states that Jared started a marketing internship at Seaport Digital in Southern Maine 1 day a week. Even through this pandemic situation, Jared continues to work remotely from home on projects that he undertook through this experience. This certainly gives him real-life experience of how life can go on, even in a pandemic situation. I cannot think of a better person to be recognized a total unsung hero when it comes to representing Sanford Regional Technical Center and the Academy of Business program. A student in the video production and Sanford High School, our next nominee is Jonathan Vitale. Video production instructor James Harmon had this to say about John. Whether we're talking about animation, both stop motion and with digital modeling, public service announcements, commercial video, covering live events, or narrative filmmaking, John is responsible for some of the best work ever to come out of my video class. During the SkillsUSA 2020 Digital Cinema Contest at SRTC, a week-long video contest, John didn't keep it simple. He made a full-scale lightsaber duel, rotoscoped the special effects from almost frame to frame, recorded his own sound effects, composed his own music, and won the contest in the unanimous opinion of 3 judges. Pretty impressive. Our next nominee is Marie Wood, who participates in the Engineering and Architectural Design program and attends Sanford High School. She is described by our career planning coordinator, Susan Williams, as a citizen leader in every community she occupies. She is willing to volunteer for any task at hand, from the most menial to something more challenging, and she is there with a smile. Marie speaks with pride about the contributions she has made to her schools and community through her selfless leadership, which has grown immensely in her time in high school. As a local officer in SkillsUSA, Marie credits her advisors for pushing her to learn more and be accountable for her responsibilities within the organization. Finally, our Student of the Year for 2020 is Christopher Langley. Chris is a student in our Welding and Metal Fabrication program and attends Sanford High School. In the words of Chris's instructor, Adam Hartford, Chris will not turn in work or call a project complete until he is 100% satisfied with its quality. He holds himself to a very high standard. Chris volunteers his own time after school almost every time extra help is needed, either in the welding shop or just for SRTC. Chris is very humble about his abilities and knowledge in welding. He does a great job sharing them with anyone who wants to know. As Chris's instructor, I am extremely proud of him and his accomplishments. I'm very happy to see him go into the world ready to learn more. On the same note, he will be missed at SRTC very much. Christopher Langley, in my opinion, is what we can wish for every student at SRTC to be: intelligent, confident, driven, humble, and passionate. And I love the story about Chris. When we did the interviews for the Student of the Year, we actually had to do them through Zoom because we're in different times. And Chris actually gave me a call and said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do a Zoom. Can we do a phone call? And I was a little worried that he might not present as well through the phone. I was really wrong about that. But he was at work at his family farm that day and didn't want to give up that obligation to his family. So that's the kind of gentleman we're talking about here. He is definitely Mr. SRTC. We're very proud of you, Chris. Congratulations. And congratulations to all of these amazing students. You'll be missed terribly at SRTC. Next, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our instructors, who will introduce you to their students and celebrate their achievements this year. First is Welding and Metal Fabrication with Mr. Adam Hartford.
Hi, my name is Adam Hartford. I teach the welding and metal fabrication program here at the SRTC. I'd like to say a few things about these seniors who are graduating with the completion of the welding program. They show a tremendous amount of drive and want to have a career in welding. They work hard every day. They show up. They put forth their best effort. They came in as juniors and dealt with some difficult tasks that weren't planned, with the building being new and having to go over some hurdles. They dealt with that with stride. They handled changes, they moved forward, they progressed in their skills and their knowledge of the trade. And then this year happened, where we got hit with the COVID-19. They still progress in their knowledge of welding over distance learning. They work hard, they show up to Zoom, they do what they need to do. These kids are pretty relentless, and I'd like to say that about them. So moving forward, I'd like to go over, name the names of my students. Austin Brazil, Sanford High School. Scott Brown, Marshwood High School. Hannah Grames, Massabesic High School. Carl Holton, Marshwood High School. Christopher Langley, Sanford High School, High Honors. Ethan McAllister, Wells High School, Honors. Jake Nicolo, Noble High School. Sophia Oliver, Massabesic High School. Colby Randolph, Marshwood High School. Eva Assumption, Trape Academy. Owen Wisnat, Marshwood High School.
I'd like to, at this time, to introduce Mr. James Harmon of the Video Productions Program.
In video production, students work together to make imagination come to life, to showcase important community and school events, and to practice editing and revising their work based on their own criticism, notes from peers, and from their teacher. These students started out with creativity and talent, and they're leaving with legitimate production experience, attention to detail, and 2 years worth of teamwork, which will pay off no matter what they do after SRTC. I will always cherish my experiences working with this group, and I look forward very much to seeing what they do in the future. Congratulations to the SRTC video production class of 2020. Isabel Allers with high honors. Alyssa Beal. Austin Cheney with honors. Colby Cole with high honors. Will Halley. Kyle Franey with high honors. Jason Lurvey. Finley Moore. Roman Munschauer with honors. Lucas Niles. Kalinda Page. Francis Shea. Tyler St. Pierre with high honors. Jonathan Vitale with high honors. And Aiden Wood. Congratulations, guys.
Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Joseph Boldick with the Precision Manufacturing class.
Hello, my name is Joseph Boldick and I teach precision manufacturing. Please accept my most sincere congratulations to the class of 2020. I would like to thank my students. You have persevered over the last 2 years in ways we could have never imagined. You have overcome a new school construction project and the pandemic. You have taken your education seriously and truly rose to the occasion. You have all adapted well, and I couldn't be more proud. Thank you for making my job so rewarding. Be great, stay well, and always be a lifelong learner. The following names completed my class in the last 2 years. Ethan Bean, Massabesic. Robert Chessie, Massabesic, high honors. Gavin Coleman, Sanford High School. Evan Frazier, Sanford High School. Darian Frazier, Wells High School. Brendan Huff, Sanford High School. Nicholas Juno, Marshwood High School, honors. Adam McLeod, Sanford High School, high honors. Caitlin Nash, Sanford High School, honors. Oliver Thomas, Kennebunk High School. Elijah Perron, Massabesic High School, high honors. Holden Scott, Massabesic High School, high honors. Jared Shuffleberg, Kennebunk High School, and Parker St. Pierre Noble High School. And that concludes my my list of graduates this year.
Next, I'd like to introduce Officer Tipper Thornton and the Law Enforcement Program.
How do you do? I'm Michael Thornton. I'm the instructor for the Law Enforcement Program, the Sanford Regional Technical Center. The Law Enforcement Program allows the introduction of basic law enforcement, emphasizing on the Maine Criminal Justice Academy's pre-service Phase 1. Students, now with the completion of the course, walk away with 48 certifications in training, including Maine criminal law, motor vehicle law, ethics, domestic violence, child abuse, to name a few. It has been my pleasure having been the instructor for the class. Let's face it, this year's been a little off, been a little different, but you stuck through it. Congratulations. And I'll be reading the names. Jacob Bollier, Kennebunk High School, honors. Victoria Broad, Sanford High School, honors. Star Cobb, Skylar Cole, Ashley Davis, high honors, Massapequa. Jared Fournier, Massapequa High School, honors. Oscar Foy, Trape Academy, honors. Luke Gagner, Trape Academy, high honors. Caleb Gallant, Massapequa High School, honors. Nicholas Haskell, Massapequa High School, honors. Isaiah Lucier, Noble High School. Nathan Mahoney, Wells High School. Zachary McLaughlin, Kennebunk High School. Avery Moore, Noble High School, honors. Jordan Morris, York High School, honors. Rosalie Moulton, Sanford High School, honors. Tess Noble, Sanford High School, honors. Ethan Penny, Sanford High School. Camden Price, Noble High School, high honors. Faith Scott, Sanford High School, National Technical Honor Society, honors. Zoe Seward, Massapequa High School, honors. Caleb Smith, Kennebunk High School, high honors. Emma Rose Taylor, Marshwood High School, honors. Xander Trofatter, Wells High School.
Our next program is Landscaping and Horticulture, which has been taught this year by Mrs. Pamela Durek and Katie Hoagland.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pamela Durek. I am the new instructor for the Landscape Horticulture program. You know, the first thing I want to do is say thank you to each and every one of my seniors, Everett, Rhett, Remy, Tessa, Rory. You know, thanks to you guys and thanks to your welcoming and considerate natures, you helped to make my transition at a difficult moment so much more comfortable. It must not have been easy for you to meet me on the Monday after February vacation, but we did it, and I think that I have this class to thank for easing my transition in. It is very unfortunate that our lives got turned upside down by coronavirus. And I guess that's the first thing you need to learn about life is that so many things you plan just don't happen the way you think they're going to. When you leave this program, we want you to feel that you could go to work as an informed young professional into greenhouse work or landscape work, agricultural work, farming, or you could even be in a position to take preparatory classes in college to become a research scientist if you wanted to. So here we are. It's your moment. And I hope that wherever you go, you make the world a greener place around you. I hope that you go on to bring the intelligence of plants with you everywhere. Because plants can live without us on this planet, but we can't live on this planet without plants. And I think each of you know that because that's why you signed up for this program. I wish you all the best going forward, and I am still available to you. You know how to find me. I hope you have a wonderful summer, and I hope that there are many, many horticultural opportunities ahead for you. Have a lovely evening.
Our next program is the Health Occupations Program, and Ms. Diane Emerson Holm.
Hi, my name is Diane Emerson Holm. I am the instructor of health occupations. We have had quite the year with all sorts of things. We've been able to apply our theory and our skills in the clinical setting with real patients. Afternoon students, Michaela Blaisdell, Jillian Brain, Emily Shabbat, Emily Cormack, Jody Dodd, high honors, Janelle Green, Avian Griffin, Liam Hooper, Skylar Horton, Kelsey LaChance, Kaylin LaPierre, Amanda Ring, Juliana Rodriguez, Hattie Staples, high honors, Tiana Valley.
And our second health occupations program, which is taught by Ms. Ellen Berry.
Good evening. I want to say welcome to my students and to their loved ones who are watching. This year's health occupation students demonstrated their strength, compassion, and intelligence in the face of challenges that no one could have predicted. These students started the year off strong. They made how-to videos that will help teach future students for years to come. They attended clinical, where they built strong relationships with the residents and also with the staff at our partners at Pinnacle and Sanford. Then COVID came and changed our world. These same students found self-confidence and self-discipline needed to successfully complete the school year. I am so proud of them. I'm a better person for having known them, and I look forward to watching them fly and succeed in all their future ventures. So now I'd like to state their names and recognize each one of them. Anjali Bishop, high honors. Adriana Carrera, honors. Madison Cody, honors. Elizabeth Cody, high honors. Annabelle Cody Gendro, high honors. Grace DeSimone, high honors. Bethany DeWitt, honors. Alice Ball, high honors. Shaylin Finch. Noah Flewelling, honors. Allison Frazier, high honors. Grace Frechette, high honors. Saoirse Glenn, high honors. Kayla Grant. Amanda Hussey, honors. Linda Johnson, high honors. Madison Jones, honors. Maria LePage, high honors. Michaela McPherson, high honors. Jordan Myers, honors. Alice Nolan, high honors. Destiny Palmisano, Mia Reed Rodriguez, high honors. Talon Saucier, honors. Tiffany Stovall, high honors. Taylor Turner, high honors. And Lillian White, honors. It has been a great pleasure to be the instructor for these students.
Our next program is the Fire Science Program and Captain Harold Smith.
Good evening. I'm Captain Harold Smith, and I'm the instructor for the Fire Science Program. This year's Fire Science students are amazing. They started out the year very shy and timid, but very quickly learned how to come together and work as a cohesive unit to get the job done, whether that be throwing ladders, advancing a hose line up the stairs, or cutting a car apart with the jaws of life. As we transitioned to distance learning, they were then faced with a new challenge. They no longer were working on learning the skills to be good firefighters. They now had to learn the knowledge to become good firefighters. And they worked very hard at that. Every morning they would Zoom with me at 0800 and then complete their assignments throughout the day. And I'm very proud of them for the effort that they put in. I look forward to getting back together with them soon to teach them the skills so that they can become good firefighters and take their certification tests. And although they are used to working as a company of 4, tonight we are going to recognize their individual accomplishments. The following students have received certificates of completion: Kyle Allard, William Allen, Alex Belanger, high honors, Jonathan Bloom, Zachary Bork, Michael Elliott, Trent Gagnon, Mason Heiser, Emmer Mullen, honors, Lucas Reese, and Chase Spinney. Thank you.
I'm proud to introduce you to Mr. Brent Soroy, who will tell you about his students in engineering applications with robotics.
Hello, my name is Brent Soroy, and I'm the teacher for the engineering applications with robotics class. A former colleague of mine, a brilliant automation engineer, once said that engineers are masters of the abstract. Engineers can also be a little edgy sometimes. And Mr. Hall went on to say, if they can't manage the abstract, they are simply overpaid technicians. They are perhaps destined to be fired or promoted out of the way. I mentioned that because our first robotics competition is an amazing challenge where our students are really put to the test of managing the abstract and applying what they've learned. A year ago, we went to UNH, struggled substantially. We were 33rd out of roughly 40 teams, had 3 wins, 8 losses. We came back, looked objectively at what we've done, what could we do in 4 short days to prepare. And we went to our next event in Lewiston. We ended up placed 5th overall of 40 teams, some being the best teams in the world. Went 9-3 and achieved the highest points total for climbing at the end of the match, which is a very significant achievement. When we look at our objectives that are printed on the back of all of the certificates handed out tonight, our students are expected to understand the nature and scope of engineering. They need to demonstrate problem-solving skills, and they need to use math and science to solve technical problems. Our students work safely as a member of a team to design, build, program robots, and they have done this in amazing, amazing fashion. I am very, very proud of our students. From Wells, we have Liam Arell. From Sanford, Porter Bodkin with high honors. From Sanford, Braden Ginshiro with honors. Homeschooled, Silas Joy with high honors. From Massapequa, we have Nicholas Myers. And from Sanford, we have Daniel Patterson with high honors. It has been a great pleasure to work with these students, and I wish them the very, very best. They will be excellent at whatever they do. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Russell Clark and the Engineering and Architectural Design Program.
Hi, my name is Russ Clark, and I've had the pleasure of working with your students in the SRTC Engineering and Architectural Design class. These students have worked very hard, more than 2 hours a day, learning some of the most advanced and fascinating design software in the world. They created 2-dimensional blueprints and then 3-dimensional models. They used very advanced tools, including advanced design stations, giant plotters, reverse engineering scanner, and a new virtual reality room. Finally, using their unique engineering, architectural, and medical computer designs, they were able to physically create and manufacture them using 4 advanced 3D printers and a 3D laser engraver and cutter. This class has had some amazing accomplishments. They have all earned 15 to 18 college credits. This is the only high school in Maine to offer an industry certificate in SOLIDWORKS mechanical design, the CSWA. They are the only high school students in Maine to nationally certify through several professional organizations in additive manufacturing, commonly called 3D printing. This is a current big change in manufacturing. And if the many college credits and industry certifications were not enough, this is the only high school class in Maine to have many students earn an actual college certificate. We had to stop the diploma process when our partner college realized that they can't award a college cert before the students actually graduate from high school, which caught us all off guard and was kind of funny. Obviously, I'm very proud of these young men and women. They are all extremely smart and talented, and they've been tremendous fun to watch and work with. This is a very special group of students, and I'll miss them all. As family members and friends, you should be very proud. They have a great future in many exciting career fields. At this point, I'd like to read off the names of the graduating students. First student would be Colby Emiden, Noble High School, honors. Second student, Miles Babinaw Town, Sanford High School, honors. Jacob Breton, Massabesic High School, honors. Seth Bridges, Noble High School, honors. Killian Campbell, Trape Academy, high honors. Seton Clark, Noble High School, honors. Clovis Cormier, Noble High School, high honors. Eric Crowley, Massabesic High School, high honors. Braden Dagnall, Massabesic High School. Vandella Eskine, Marshwood High School, honors. Jared Grondin, Noble High School, high honors. Levi Lambert, Noble High School, high honors. Patrick Mustafa, Noble High School, honors. Blake Ouellette, Noble High School. Christopher Pilcher, Noble High School, high honors. Robert Pilecki, Noble High School, high honors. Alex Rachowski, Noble High School. Alan Stupakowski, Sanford High School. Marie Wood, Sanford High School, high honors. Congratulations to all. Fantastic class. They all did a wonderful job. Thank you.
Next up is paramedic Wendy Elliott and the Emergency Medical Services Program.
Good evening. I am paramedic Wendy Elliott, the instructor for the SRTC EMS program. Tonight, as in the last 6 years, I bring you a group of young people that have worked extremely hard to learn vital medical information and master critical skills in a career and world that desperately needs them. Their ultimate goals are varied, but all of them came to SRTC to start their journey into a medical career Most will be going further with their education, from Southern Maine Community College to large universities. Some will be going to the military, and some will take the EMT licensing exams and go to work right here in Maine as soon as possible. Up until March, I would have said that they're just like all of my previous classes, with highs and lows, struggles and laughter. They have learned how to care for sick and injured of all ages, administering medication, doing CPR, dressing wounds, and making life and death decisions. But this group has also had to dig a little deeper to get where they are. They have missed the opportunity to go out in the field and really know what it's like to care for a sick or injured person while riding backwards in a moving vehicle. They have also missed the simulated bus accident, where the initial chaos is shocking and they find out what real team effort can do when pushed into it by screaming patients and calm field advisors. Most of all, they've missed each other, and I have missed them, along with the opportunity to give each a hug and tell them face to face that they're wonderful. Parents, please do that for me. So without further ado, I give you SRTC's EMS students for 2020. Ashlyn Amaro Ronayne, Sanford High School, senior. Owen Arsenault, Noble High School, junior. Preston Bick, homeschool, senior. Rebecca Bovair, Noble High School, senior. National Technical Honor Society, honors. Chloe Cassidy, homeschool, honors, senior. Hope DeForge, Sanford High School, senior. Annabelle Doan, Kennebunk High School, junior. Connor Fecto, Noble High School, senior. Amie Giles, Massabesic High School, senior. Dalton Hanel, Sanford High School, senior. Justin Hanson, Sanford High School, senior. Jaden Jakes, Sanford High School, senior. Caitlin Long, Sanford High School, junior. Austin Moore, Marshwood High School, senior. Awesome attendance, 1 year. Cheyenne Olin, Massabesic High School, junior. Zachary Phipps, Noble High School, senior. Mia Skowronski, Massabesic High School, senior, honors. Wolfgang Strout, Massabesic High School, senior. Kate Turner, Noble High School, senior. There you have SRTC's EMS students for 2020.
Our next program is the Electrical and Wiring Program with Mr. Tim Fecto.
Hello, I'm Mr. Fecto, electrical wiring instructor at SRTC. My program is a 2-year program, 576 hours towards your electrical license. Students receive over the 2 years a 10-hour OSHA card, as well as their helper's license in the second year of the program to work in the field. Competitors get their hand tools for working in the field after they complete the program successfully. Our students did collaboration this year with several other classes, building trades, the physics class, as well as others to introduce electrical wiring to some of the other classes. Competitions, we typically go to SkillsUSA every March and compete, 2 of our students. We also go to an ABC trade show to compete as well, to give them the hands-on, real live aspect. Projects that we do, we collaborate with Mr. Doran in the SRTC to work in the field with school departments, etc. So we have worked on concession stand this year, inside and outside with the new school projects, as well as other avenues in the other classes. Field trips, we also went to live field trips with a house in the neighborhood, looking at rough-in wiring as well as finished wiring. We also had an opportunity to go up to a barn, which is a wedding venue up in Acton. We also have projects coming up, hopefully this coming year, would be storage garage out back that needs to be finished. We also have a house that has just been erected out back, and hopefully we'll be able to get that roughed in wired at the beginning of this coming year. I want to have a couple of special thank yous for a couple people this year. CMP, Central Maine Power, they donated graciously the safety equipment at the beginning of this year to all of our students, so thank you for that. Also, Waukeeta Electric is a sponsor of our program, donating money and materials to the program, so I want to say thank you. So, with no further ado, I'd like to congratulate the students in our program, starting off with Thomas Skowronski Callis from Marshwood, Kyle Brissett, Sanford, Hunter Cordora from Noble, Cameron Dyer from Massabesic, Noah Ernwine with honors from York, Isaac Henderson with honors from Trape, Nicholas Jansen, Massabesic, James Lessard, Massabesic, Ryan Rosander from Sanford, honors, Jacob Stansfield from Noble, Gavin Villant from Massabesic. And these are our students from the electrical wiring program. I wish them all the luck in the future. Thank you.
Next, early childhood education with Miss Michelle Johnson.
Early childhood education is a course for students who are considering a career in teaching or working with children in some capacity. Students in this program, they might be interested in working in a child care center as an infant, toddler, or a preschool teacher, or maybe as a kindergarten through 3rd grade teacher in an elementary school, maybe a social worker or a child life specialist, speech therapist, or occupational therapist. Well, this group of graduating ECE students has faced some really significant challenges during their 2 years in the program. Fortunately, as soon-to-be educators, they continue to learn patience, flexibility, and problem solving. They've spent 2 years together learning how to be a community. They've practiced communicating with one another, they've supported one another, and they've held each other accountable, but they've also celebrated one another. During the stay-at-home order, one of the students recognized how many of her peers were really struggling with distance learning. So she shared her knowledge about the idea of growth mindset through a training that she created to present to her coworkers. She reminded us all to make the best of every situation and to learn from experience. May you all continue to practice growth mindset in your journey as lifelong learners. Sarah Colantoni from Noble High School, honors. Chloe Eck from Noble High School. Kaylee Humphrey from Marshwood High School with awesome attendance, 1 year. Kirsten Jones from Noble High School with honors. Caitlin Marcotte from Sanford High School. Savannah Marr from Noble High School. Hannah Royce, Marshwood High School, and awesome attendance, 1 year. Hannah Stackpole, Marshwood. Brielle Stubbs, Massabesic. Olivia Watson, Marshwood High School, and Skylin Wheeler from Noble High School.
The next program is the Digital Design Program with Ms. Anita Levine.
I would like to honor the Digital Design Class of 2020. These students have earned credits by attending the Digital Design Program at Sanford Regional Technical Center, as well as 6 college credits in dual enrollments in similar courses held at York County Community College. Accomplishments of these students should not be diminished by the current events, but rather applauded for their tenacity to remain present, to keep professional standards, and to apply the theory to the process, using online applications and other devices to complete the year. Good luck to my DigiHeads in all your new adventures. First, we honor Kiana Baralt, High Honors, Completer. Mia Cody, Honors, Completer. Mika Cruz, Honors, Completer. Kara Fogarty, Honors, Best Attendance, Completer. Lauren Heathcote, Honors, Completer. Madison Henderson, Honors, Completer. Morgan Kenny, Honors, Completer, 1 year. Emmett Lavasia, High Honors, Completer. Connor McQueston, High Honors, Completer. Sebastian Mills, Honors, Completer. Brianna Olivari, High Honors, Best Attendance, Completer. Marriott Waterhouse, High Honors, 1 year Completer. Madison Woodhill, 1 year Completer. And with that, I thank you from the Digital Design Program. Good luck, everyone.
I'd like to introduce Chef John Kuchar, who will tell you about his students in culinary arts.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chef Kuchar from the Culinary Arts Program. Well, we've had quite a year this year, as you know, but even with all the disruptions that we've had, I'm amazed at how much of our curriculum we actually did complete. This being one of our smallest classes since the beginning of the program, I'm amazed at how this group worked together to accomplish the many things that they did, especially during the restaurant operations and special events. It wasn't always easy, but this group pulled it off. This class demonstrated what can be accomplished when we all work as a team and support each other. I'm proud of all of them, and I look forward to bigger and better things from you all in the years to come. So, Zachary Dyer, Connor Gunter, Katie Hastings, Julian Maddox, Lila Sewell, Honors, and Cameron Urquhart. Thank you to all, and look forward to seeing you in the very near future. Thank you very much.
I'd like to introduce Ms. Brittany Eaton in the cosmetology class.
As I look back on the past 2 years with these students, I think about all of the changes we have faced as a new program. These students have worked together as a team with each new challenge that arose. In addition to cosmetology, I feel these students have learned valuable life skills that they will carry with them on life's journey. As a team, we have learned to persevere towards our goal of creating professional designers ready to take on the world. The SRTC cosmetology program will always be thankful for the graduating class of 2020. Samantha Bachman, Noble High School. Sarah Boisenault, Sanford High School. Hunter Dobson, Sanford High School. Alex Dubois, Noble High School, Honors. Lauren Kiss, Massabesic High School, NTHS, Honors. Skylar Kleiner Lozano, Wells High School, Honors. Cameron Morrill, Trape Academy, Honors. Kylie Moynihan, Marshwood High School. Elizabeth Saucier, Massabesic High School, NTHS, Honors. Abigail Shaw, Sanford High School, Honors. Alyssa Sibley, Sanford High School. Carly Westcott, Massabesic High School.
Our next program is Computer and Network Systems with Mr. Frederick Gluck.
Hi there, my name is Mr. Gluck and I am the instructor for Computers and Network Systems at SRTC. It's my privilege to be speaking to the class of 2020 who have just completed the CNS 1 and CNS 2 courses. You've just finished a 2-year deep dive into computer technology, including computer hardware, operating systems, networking, routers, switches, the 7-layer ISO model, and so many more subjects. I think we would all agree that it's been an interesting 2 years to say the least, but in spite of that, you've put forth an outstanding effort under what history will remember as very difficult circumstances. My hope is that whatever you're doing for the next chapter of your life, college or career or armed forces, that what you learned here in CNS will provide you a solid foundation for you to choose whatever it is you want to do, to explore, excel, to be energized about whatever you choose in your long-term life path. I've enjoyed this year. I've enjoyed getting to know you, figuring out difficult problems, and being one of your technical coaches. Be well, enjoy what you do, and my heartfelt congratulations to you, the CNS class of 2020. Timothy Arnold from Sanford High School, Zachary Chase from Noble High School, Nathaniel Shayer from York High School, Alexander Davis from Sanford High School, honors. Kiera Emerson from Kennebunk High School, honors. Jeffrey Fosgate from Massabesic High School, high honors. Kyle Richard from Noble High School, honors. Gregory Roberts from Massabesic High School. Andrew Salas from Sanford High School.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Troy Hathaway in the Building Trades program.
Good evening. My name is Troy Hathaway, and I am the Building Trades instructor at the Sanford Regional Technical Center. I've been very fortunate for the past 2 years to have this group of students in my program. They've endured so much from the move from the old school to our new school, getting us set up, and then finally getting rolling at the new school. They've had the opportunity in the last 2 years to try several different areas of the construction field. They've had the opportunity to do some woodworking and cabinet making in the shop. And lastly, we got to start building our modular home. The students were instrumental in getting the framing up. Right now we have the floor up, all the exterior walls, and they were getting ready to put the roof on when we had to leave the school. So over the last few years, they've gone through so much, but I'm so proud of them. So proud of their accomplishments in school, and I look forward to seeing what they're going to be doing once they graduate. So congratulations, 2020 Building Trades program. Students, Glenn Armel, Massabesic High School. Michael Bedell, Massabesic High School. Garrett Brown, Noble High School with high honors. Desiree Cronkite, Sanford High School with honors. Tyler Donnell, York High School. Elijah Holstrom, York High School, high honors. Bennett Kidwell, Kennebunk High School with honors. Justin Laverty, York High School. William Long, Marshwood High School with honors. Zachary Roberge, Marshwood High School. Ryan Schaff, Marshwood High School with honors. Kyle Springer, Marshwood High School with honors. Maxwell Stevens, Kennebunk High School with high honors. And Jacob Verrill of Massabesic High School. Congratulations, guys.
I'm happy to introduce you to Mr. Richard Kucher, who is here to tell us about the Automotive Technology Program.
I want to thank everybody for coming and viewing it this year, viewing our virtual recognition night. It's a little bit different than what we're normally used to, obviously. I want to say a few things about my class for the graduating class of 2020. Obviously, with everything going on, this class, more so than any of the classes I've had in the past 7 years of teaching, has had to overcome a lot of adversity. And by that, I mean, they've put up with the school move, which, took away from our class time, and obviously the pandemic that's going on right now. With that said, it would have been really easy for this class to just kind of step back and say, forget it, give up, not put 100% effort into everything. But I'm happy to say with my class in particular, they're real troopers. These guys and girls, they did an awesome job. They stepped up. They did everything they needed to do. And it's been a great experience for me. And really, it's why I got into teaching. And I want to thank my class for that, okay? This has been a great class, one that I'll certainly always remember. And remember that, our short time together, we got to know each other pretty well. And I just want to thank everybody and let you know that you guys did a great job. And you make it easy for me to go to work every day. So with that said, our journey or your journey ends in high school, but just begins for whatever career you might be looking at, from wherever you may be going from here on out. But just know you may be moving on. I'll always be around to support you in any way I can. So keep in touch. And I want to wish my class the best of luck going forward. And just know I'll always be here to help you guys out whenever you need it. All right, so in order, Alex Barrell, Sanford High School. Kylie Campbell, Kennebunk High School with honors. Frank Caniff, Kennebunk High School with honors. Ethan Dorr, Massabesic High School. Ethan Ekman, Sanford High School with honors. CJ Grondin, Sanford High School. Keegan Horton, Noble High School. Clay Moore, Noble High School with high honors. Trevor Ruffino, Sanford High School. And last but certainly not least, Dustin Walsh Malloy, Sanford High School. Again, thank you all very much for the great experience you've given me. I wish you the best of luck going forward. Thanks.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Jason Brown in the Auto Collision Repair Program.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to SRTC Recognition Night. My name is Jason Brown, and I'm the Auto Collision Instructor. After working in the auto collision field for the better part of 35 years, I had no idea what to expect as a new instructor. And honestly, after this bizarre first year, I still don't. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I couldn't have asked for a better group of kids to start this journey with. From day one, getting to know each and every one of these students at times has been challenging, but in the end, we all made meaningful connections and had a lot of fun along the way. And yes, learned a little something, not only in the auto collision field, but about life itself. I have no doubt that each one of these young men and women will do just fine after high school and whatever they choose to do for a career path. In the course of the year, these students work towards their industry standards and certifications in ICAR, with 6 of them reaching Pro Level 1 non-structural, those being Sebastian Beaupre, Micah Fitzgerald, Libby Hayden, Nathan Libby, Jack Sarzinski, and Darren Sollenberger, and 4 of them reaching Pro Level 1 in refinishing, those being Micah Fitzgerald, Libby Hayden, and Darren Sollenberger. The rest of the students continuously work towards safety training in SP2, an online curriculum for safety, and all 12 of them earning their certifications in auto collision and hazardous materials safety standards. After being dealt a pretty tough way to end the 12 years of education and missing out on the end of the traditions that we all have enjoyed in the past, I hope all of these graduates enjoyed not only the auto collision program, but the SRTC experience. I know I have and will miss you all. Congratulations to the auto collision repair students. Sebastian Beaupre, Sanford High School. Hunter Bernard, Sanford High School. Owen Burr, Noble High School. Camden Dow, Kennebunk High School. Micah Fitzgerald, Massabesic High School. Libby Hayden, Noble High School, honors. Nathan Libby, Massabesic High School. Garrett Nichols, Sanford High School. Jack Sarzinski, Marshwood High School, honors. Darren Soldenberger, homeschooled, high honors. Tiffany Stevens, Sanford High School. And Logan Weber, Kennebunk High School. Although being dealt a pretty tough way to end 12 years of education and missing out on the end of the year traditions we have all enjoyed in the past, I hope all of these graduates enjoyed not only the auto collision program, but the SRTC experience as I know I have and will miss you all. Thank you. And as always, you all know where to find me when you need anything. Best of luck and have a good night.
And last, but certainly not least, Ms. Susan Lamoureux is here to tell us about her Academy of Business program students.
The Academy of Business is a 2-year program that is dually enrolled through Thomas College in Waterville, Maine. Over the course of 2 years, students have had the opportunity to earn up to 12 college credits in the following areas: finance, marketing, entrepreneurship, and management. For the 2019-20 school year, all students enrolled in the program have successfully completed 111 credit hours. If you total up the cost for tuition, fees, and books, it would be over $100,000 if they were doing this on campus. But for the Academy of Business, this is 100% free. Now that's what I call good business. Besides the dual enrollment opportunity, students in the program have achieved many other accomplishments over the past 2 years. We have competed in a global stock market challenge and have placed in the top 25%. We have competed in Junior Achievement's Titan Challenge and have won our region 2 years in a row. We were one of the few teams to compete in SkillsUSA before the pandemic and won a silver medal in the statewide competition. One student recently received an honorable mention award in scholarship from Next Gen Personal Finance for her essay and strategy for the National Payback Challenge. And one student has been involved in an internship with a marketing firm here in Southern Maine this past spring. All students in the program are moving on to post-secondary programs with the exception of one who will continue working in the field and plans to continue with his plans to start his own marketing business in the near future. I'm so proud of all these students. I know I've pushed them hard to do their best and they followed through with great success. I wish them all the best in the future because they are our future. Congratulations to the Academy of Business. Please keep in touch as you leave SRTC and enter your next phase in life. Christopher Caldera, Seacoast Christian School. Elizabeth Gilmet, Sanford High School. Jacob LaRoche, Noble High School with high honors. Anna Mahoney, Kennebunk High School. John Matlos, Sanford High School. Hannah O'Neill, Noble High School with high honors. Jared Slowick, Sanford High School with honors. Thank you.
Again, we thank you for attending our recognition night this evening. I hope that you felt many things this evening, but two are first and foremost in my mind. First, there's great pride for these students among our staff here at SRTC. I hope that you felt that and that you students know how proud we are of you. I know that you've become the essential workers in many cases, or you're looking at careers in which you will be the essential workers, or your jobs may change significantly through the pandemic. I know that you're ready for that, and I look forward to seeing what you can do. Secondly, one of the things that always gets me when students say it is that they use the word family. Oh boy, to talk about SRTC. I hope that you felt that in this presentation and how much we care about your students. I got to go to logistics now because I can think about that and not cry. On a logistics note, we have delayed our return of items to students and students returning items to the school, particularly because of this event. We want this event to air, and then we'll start doing pickup and drop off the week of June 8th so that students can receive their certificates, their scholarship materials, and all of those things so you can make a one-stop shop to SRTC at that time. So you should, at this point when this airs, have information for me about that process. Once again, I thank you for your attendance and for helping us to celebrate our students this evening. Congratulations to all students. We miss you.